Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're going out and you're asking audience members to come up and volunteer, but it seems like no one really wants to? Today we're going to talk about how to choose audience members, make them more comfortable on stage, and avoid those awkward interactions that just take forever trying to find someone. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Advice for Magicians, where my job is to make you the best possible entertainers that you can be. On today's video, I just wanted to talk about something really quickly because I had a student of mine ask me, they're like, hey Michael, I've had a hard time recently where I got into the audience and I'm like, all right, so I need someone to help me with my next trick. Who wants to help me? And no one puts their hands up. No one wants to come up and help. And he's like so frustrated because it's like so awkward being there for like a good 1, 2, or even 3 minutes just trying to find someone to come up to do a magic trick for. And today we're going to talk about a couple of reasons why spectators don't really like to have to go up on stage. We're also going to talk about how to pick out which spectators we think might be best to bring up on stage, and also learn how to bring spectators up without asking them to come up, but making it feel like we're getting their permission. Hey everyone, so sorry for the interruption. I just wanted to take a quick minute to thank the newest members of the mob for joining. Thank you guys so much. It's because of you that I'm truly able to keep this channel going. You're gonna get early access to videos, you're gonna access tutorials, lectures, and even get one-on-one access with me where you can pick my brain about anything that you like. If you guys would like to join them and become a member of the mob, please click the join button, or you can click the membership tab right here on the channel for more information. If you guys would like to see some more awesome magic, please head over to my online magic shop at o'brienmagic.com. And as always, if you enjoy these videos, please go ahead and click the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for the interruption. And now back to the video. All right, so the first thing that we need to think about is, why don't spectators want to come up? And there's a number of different reasons. The main ones are usually because they're shy, they don't want the spotlight put on them, they don't want to make a mistake or to look stupid on stage, or maybe in a worst case scenario, they were an excited volunteer in another magic show, and then in that magic show, the magician made them feel really bad, or the show didn't go right, or something, and now they're traumatized to the point where they don't want to volunteer for a magician anymore just because of such a terrible and horrible experience that they had in the past. So that brings me to point number one. Make sure that you are treating your audience members as audience members. Treat them with respect. Don't treat them as props to bring up on stage to be the butts of your jokes or anything like that. Because unless you know your target audience, I don't know, maybe you're working in a bar or something and everyone's drunk, and you got like a heckler or something and you want to kind of bring him on stage to have fun with them. Unless it's something like that, you really don't want to pick on your audience members, because I have had audience members in the past tell me that they don't want to volunteer for any magic tricks because they're just scared that the magician is going to make fun of them or put them in an awkward situation that they don't want to be in. So that's number one, right? Just keep in mind that people might just not want to be put in some kind of awkward situation. Again, also, people might just be shy. They don't want to come up in front of everybody. They don't want to be made a spectacle of. They don't, even if the magician has good intentions and they know that the magician is not going to try to mess with them, maybe they might feel like they aren't going to be able to follow instructions properly. You know, you're going to tell them to pick a card and they don't know the names of the cards, and that's very embarrassing for them, and so on and so forth. So just remember that when we bring our audience members on stage, we want to welcome them and make them feel as comfortable as possible. So that's probably the most important thing out of all of this. If you're going to take anything away from this video today, that is the one thing that I hope you guys do take away and that does resonate with you. Now, the second thing that you can do is, when you go out into your audience, you can have a look around and see who the people are that are having a good time, right? If you notice someone in the audience is like doing one of these, right? Hopefully none of your audience members are doing that. Hopefully you're able to engage everybody. But if you're noticing someone in the audience is acting like that, they're probably not the best person necessarily to bring on stage. Or they could be the best person to bring on stage. It depends on your personality and your comfort level with audience management, right? But just keep a lookout for audience members. See who you think might be the best to bring on stage. If someone looks absolutely terrified and they're really hoping that you're not going to pick on them, like you're looking in the audience, who am I going to have for this next trick? And you have people that are like doing one of these, again, they may or may not be the best person to bring on stage. It really depends on your personality. There are magicians out there that have been doing this for a long time, and they will purposely pick on those people. They will see someone that looks shy, that looks freaked out, and they will bring them on stage. But again, they know how to manage their audiences. They know how to get that person on stage who might be nervous, who might be having a mild panic attack, and make them feel as comfortable as possible. And by the very end of it, that spectator is gonna thank that performer for bringing them up, right? And that kind of thing comes with practice. But when you're first starting out and you're just trying to get your footing and you're realizing that, man, it's really hard to find audience members, look around into the audience and see who you think might be someone that you would want to bring on stage with you. Maybe they look excited, maybe they have their hand up, maybe they're telling their wife, oh man, I hope he picks me, this is going to be so much fun. Those kind of people are maybe the people that you might want to focus on, right? Which rolls into part number 3 now. And that is to ask someone to come up in from the audience, but not to ask them necessarily. It's more like you're telling them. It's sort of a rhetorical question, right? So I'm gonna show you what not to do first, and then I'm gonna show you how I would do it instead, right? So the first way, this is how you shouldn't do it. All right, everyone. For my next piece of magic, I'm gonna need a volunteer from the audience. Who would like to help me with this next trick? And now you're looking around and waiting for someone to stick their hand up. Now someone might put their hand up, or you might just have an audience of people that are all looking around like, oh, I don't want to be the first one to have to volunteer for this guy's trick. I don't know if he's going to make fun of me or not, or whatever, right? And they're all looking around and they're all waiting for someone else to be the guy to put their hand up, right? Sometimes that happens. And that's that awkward situation that I was telling you about, where you're trying to find someone to volunteer and like no one wants to, and you're just up there on stage like, well, I mean, if no one's going to volunteer, then we don't have a magic show today, right? Like you need people to come up and help you. So instead of doing it that way, this is what I recommend instead, right? You walk out into the audience. All right, everyone, for my next piece of magic, I'm gonna need someone to help me out. You there, my friend, what is your name? Spectator says their name. Hi, my name is Michael. It's such a pleasure to meet you. Would you like to come up on stage? Everyone, go ahead and give them a round of applause, right? So I asked them, would you like to come up with me on stage? And everyone's clapping for them now. And now I'm gonna, as everyone's clapping, I'm not really gonna give them an opportunity to answer. I'm gonna grab them by the hand. I'm gonna bring them with me. I'm not gonna yank them on stage, obviously, but I'm gonna extend my hand. They're gonna come up with me and they're gonna come help me, right? That's one way you can do it. Another way, if you're still worried that this person's gonna be like, no, 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 another way that you could do it is to not even ask and to just volunteer the person, right? So something like this. All right, I need someone to help me out with something. You there, sir. What is your name? Johnny. Michael, it's such a pleasure to meet you. Everyone, go ahead and give Johnny a round of applause. Johnny, you're gonna go ahead and come and help me with this next trick, and then you bring Johnny up with you, right? And what that's gonna do is that's gonna welcome this person, you're introducing yourself to them, they feel good about it, and you're not really giving them an opportunity to say no. So you can test both of those different ways. You can test by asking in a way that doesn't really give them an opportunity to say no, or you can ask them in a way where you're telling them you're coming with me on stage. I'm not really asking, right? One of my favorite lines that I ever heard was from Ice McMaster at the Magic Castle. He was performing for everyone and he walks out into the audience and he goes, "Don't worry anyone, I don't ever ask for volunteers. I take them." And oh my God, everyone was laughing at that, right? But it's true, that's exactly what he did. He went out into the audience, he saw who he wanted, and he was basically like, you are gonna be perfect for this. What is your name? Sarah. Everyone go ahead and clap for Sarah. Come on, Sarah, come join me on stage. And he didn't give her an opportunity to say no. He just grabbed her and brought her up on stage with them. So I hope that you found this advice helpful. Again, if you didn't learn anything from this video, except for that one little bit at the beginning where I told you to be nice and treat your spectators with kindness and respect. If that's all you took away from this video, I will call this a win. But I would like to know in the comment section below, how do you ask for volunteers from the audience? Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here. I just wanted to thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, want to see more videos just like it, please go ahead, click the subscribe button, click the like button, the share button, the button, and any other buttons of that nature. Don't forget to check out my website, o'brienmagic.com, for some really cool magic products. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.